All right, we're live. Hey guys, I want to welcome you to SBB TV Chat, episode 109, Black Biz Chat. And today we have Tamika Howard from Indianapolis, who's the author of about 5 books. And so, Tamika,
Yes.
how guys, I like to get straight to the point. We only got about 15 minutes with Tamika, so is brand new? Is that your author business, or what exactly is brand new?
Uh, Brand New LLC is pretty much the umbrella for everything I do. It's my LLC, so I have a work from home business under that where I provide services for different companies. Can't mention their names, but like the big cruise line and one of the big mobile
Aha! So
networks.
you do the customer service like for them?
Yes, well, yes, I bring people in as contractors to work for them from
Okay,
home.
yeah. Well, a couple of my buddies. Actually, I've thought about that a couple of years ago of doing something like that, but that's pretty interesting. So tell us about yourself as a black businesswoman. Tell us, how did you get started? Who are you? Where you from? Just a little bit of a brief about you.
Okay, well, I'm 37, divorced. I have an 18-year-old and an 8-year-old. I'm actually Chicago born, 119th Wild Hunnets. Um, but I grew up in a small city called Hammond, Indiana, which is about 15 minutes from Chicago. Um,
Okay.
Pretty much grew up, I would say, in the streets. Once I had my son, it changed me to want to do better, have a better life for him, and to be a better example for him. And that's when I started developing my business and becoming an entrepreneur, so that he would have a good role model and person to look up to um, growing up.
See, that's what's up, and I talk to a lot of business owners, and those are the things that we get, but a lot of times we do things to for our kids, and it leads us in certain directions and things like that. Now, in Indiana was a bad city.
Hamming it, don't laugh. I mean, actually, yes. It's a small city outside of
How long?
Chicago.
Okay, so let me.
You froze on me. You back, Ryan?
Okay, so difficulties in with. Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, I can hear you again.
Okay, so what made you start? What made you start writing before you left, or you got down there?
Actually, I started writing Hammond, Indiana. I didn't publish till I got here because uh, it ended up being easier as the years went by to self-publish. Um, we ended up with the internet and things like Create Space, where you didn't have to go through the big companies to get published. anymore. So my first book, For the Love of the Hustle, was actually written book wise years and years ago, but and it to a big publisher, and it got rejected. Um, so now that they've created things like Create Space, we don't need acceptance to get our books out there.
Okay, so yeah, Create Space it's pretty. It's so I guess what made you that you wrote and what made you write that specific book?
For the Love of the Hustle. Think I lost you again.
No, I'm here.
So, For the Love of the Hustle is pretty much a book inspired by my best friend and one of my cousins who is doing federal time prison. So it's pretty much based around the things and activities that led them to be in the feds for as long as they are. So it's pretty much, I call it reality fiction because it's fiction. I don't use names, I change locations, but it is pretty much based off, specific people lives and, things we did and things we saw. You gone again, Ryan?
No, you know what? I don't. This is weird, but I'm here, and it's like I can see all my movements and everything. Normally, I'm trying to adjust the bandwidth to maybe that speak, and for the most part, I can hear you. But while we got this little break, you can find Tamika's books. You can click the links in the description of the video. Go check out her books too. That way, you might find you a new author that you like, and then more books. Be like the Tupac of books. So. You know how he was, coming out with a new CD like every 6 weeks or something. But
I wish I could write that
with business TV. We want to promote authors, and we want to promote our members of Black Folk Hotspots. Oh, and if you by all means create a profile of Black Folk Hotspots so we can and get your information out, and you can business events so you can share work. So how many books do you have on your belt now?
I have 5 and I'm working on my 6th. Actually, I'm waiting on my cover from my graphic designer, and I'll be releasing that in February. On Saturday, February 18th, I'll be in Indianapolis at the Washington Square Mall at Malia Solange Bookstore, presenting that new book plus the other 5. The new book is called The Gates, which is the project in Hammond, Indiana that I grew up in. Pretty much all my books are based off where I'm from, because I think that's my goal, is to, put where I'm from out there.
Basically, these stories were already in you, huh? So yes. It was just things that you've seen growing up, and you just put them into writing.
Yes.
Now,
That's
as a
correct.
kid, did you write a lot? I mean,
I did. That's all I did. That's all. I mean, that's all I did. I wrote poems. I wrote
okay.
songs. I wrote stories. I wrote.
And those are the kind of things that we need to know. What got a person to where they are today, and things like that. So, I like to hear that. But what I'm going to do, because we're having some technical difficulties, is we're going to cut this short. But we'll bring Tamika back. But make sure you click the links in the description, um, and go check out our books on Amazon. Um, it'll be a link to her profile on Black Folk Hotspot. So make sure you go follow her on Twitter and Facebook. Um, where else is she?
Instagram.
Yep, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, website, and you know obviously you can. That's a good main starting point. Find out more about her. Also check out our other 2,300 other Black business owners that we have that's a part of Black Folk Hotspots. And if you're a Black business owner, make sure you create a profile. If you're not a Black business owner, make sure you tell a Black business owner to go to blackfolkhotspots.com and create a profile, so that we can talk to you. And we had the audio problems and the visual problems fixed and connected, and we'll be able to rock and roll. But Tamika, we definitely want to do this again. When is that event again?
It's Saturday, February 18th.
Saturday, February. Okay, make sure you get that event up on Black Folk Hotspots. You just go to the we approved your profile today, so you can go in, you can post that event, and then that way we'll start the so that we can get more people out. Hopefully, Minneapolis to come check you out.
Awesome.
Hey, I appreciate you coming on tonight. I really do. I get back with you and do another one. Hopefully we have no technical difficulties and we can delete this one and add that one.
Okay.
But we have but I want to see what it turned out with at the end. So that's why I didn't cut it short earlier. If all your books, which one is your favorite?
I'm gonna have to say the last one, which is Your Trash is His Treasure, because it's based off me and not other people. It's pretty much entails the beginning of my marriage to the divorce.
Okay. So they're sort of like, so your books are sort of like the CDs or the rap artists, where you can, like, if you take Jay-Z and you listen to his early works, you hear him more talking about, the streets and this, that, and the other. And as he's getting older, you hear him talk about more of the other things. So that's your book.
Yes, some maturity.
Right. So anybody who crossed paths with you could possibly be a character in one of your books.
Yeah. And a lot of people are scared about that too.
I say that because there's another author I know, and she wrote this character, and he is a bad person in her book, right? And somebody, I was like, yeah, you know who that is, right? that character is our they're divorced now, but I was like, that character is our ex-husband. He go, get that. She wrote a book about it. I said, yeah, that's him. Trust me. Yeah. Not that I had, kind of, discussed a little bit. I'm like, yep, that's him. And it's so funny. So a person, an author, what advice would you give them?
I would give them study your craft before you jump into up under someone. Do your research on that publisher. A lot of publishers now are pretty much just authors themselves. It's just easier to see what it is that they can offer you. Do they do promotions, or are they just paying for a book cover and then taking a percentage of your royalties? You need to know all of that, because if they're not doing promotion or marketing you or getting you book signings, then I mean, you're giving up 40% of your royalties just for free cover.
Yeah, sounds like a little. Maybe I should be a publisher. I could do that. I'll take 40% and sell books.
Yep. Well, then, but you still end up selling your books yourself. They're still your responsibility. So, I mean, it's a lot of politics in the book game now that you can do things through Create Space and be indie. So, learn your craft, do your research, and just beware. It took me to get in the book game to learn it's just as vicious as the music industry.
I've heard. Now, do you do any collabs? Like, have you done any collaborations? Have other authors? Have you guys talked about stuff like that?
I have not. I have a couple of people at home now that's inspiring to write. So I'm kind of like guiding and mentoring them on their first books and trying to get them to, put their stuff out. That's about it. I might be doing a combined erotica with one of my high school friends coming up soon.
Okay. Well, hey, to me, and just in case a person they don't know how to click a link in the description, sure.
I think you were asking for my email my website is
I get it. She's a quick kiss on Instagram and Twitter.
Okay. And my website is www.justbrandnew.com.
Thanks for coming, stopping in, and let's talk soon.
Thank you.